Okay, hello, and welcome to the podcast. We're now on attempt number 6 or 7, I think. I'm losing the will to live already, trying to make a podcast, so it's going well. It's a good start, I think. So welcome. This is the Why I Love podcast, and the reason why I've done so many attempts already is basically because I keep listening back to what I've recorded, and it's horrendous. You're probably thinking it's still horrendous, and you're probably right, to be honest. I mean, one, I'm recording this on an iPad, so it sounds terrible. Then there's the factor that my voice is just awful. It's not a radio voice. I mean, aside from all that, I speak at about, 2 words a minute. I'm really trying to force myself to speed up here. I didn't realise how slow I spoke till I listened to it back. I knew I was bad, but... So it's going well, as you can tell. I'm sure all that positivity has really set you up for the rest of the podcast, which it is going to be a positive podcast. I hope it is anyway. The whole point of this is that I want a place to escape to and just talk about things that are really good. A couple of weeks ago, Trump became president. I mean, the world isn't a great place right now. Anybody who follows me on Twitter knows that I like to complain. I'm very negative. I think everything is shit most of the time. But I don't really think that. Actually, I love stuff. And someone I worked with once said that I wanted the moon on a stick, and I think that's kind of true. It's like, I just want everything. I want everything to be amazing, and that often comes across as negative, but it's really not. I want things to be better because I love them so much. This is going to cover games, it's going to cover films, probably some music and books, and maybe some real life stuff as well, other podcasts, things like that. I always want them to be better because I just think they're amazing, and I don't really have a place where I output that. I'm always just talking about the negative, and I do some positive stuff on Twitter as well, but a lot of people have told me that all I do is moan on there, and I think they're right. So I do want a little output where I can just be happy about things, and for ages I wanted to make a podcast, and a lot of the podcasts I like tend to have this thing where they have like the really positive guy and they have the negative guy, and I always thought, well, I'll be the negative guy, I just need to find a positive guy. And then I thought, why can't I just be that positive guy? It's hopefully more believable. I really do set standards high for things. So when I am being positive about stuff, hopefully you'll understand that it is coming from a genuine place. So what actually is the podcast? Well, it's just going to be me, maybe just doing like little reviews, little nostalgia trips, little anythings really. It could be about some modern stuff too. I mean, I might just watch a couple of episodes of a new TV show and just decide, I just really want to talk about why I like this. I just have this like desire sometimes to just sort of offload all of how good something is. So that's what I want to do. But I will find it difficult because I think my default setting is negative. So a lot of this is kind of for me really. And I have had reservations about making a podcast like this because, does anybody want to listen to me just dote on games? I don't know. It's probably going to be quite selfish. I might be the only person to get anything from this. But, a few of the podcast people that I really sort of appreciate, they said, make what you want to make. Don't bend it. Don't make stuff just because you think people want to listen to it. So that's what I'm going to do for now. I don't have any grand design. If one person said that they enjoyed it, that would be great. That's all I need. I don't even need that, to be honest, because I'm going to get something out of making this. So I'm sorry about the sound quality. Hopefully if I stick to doing this, then it'll get better. I'll buy a microphone, I'll learn how to edit better, I'll maybe get some little jingles and things like that. It's all work in progress. In terms of like episode length and stuff, who knows? I mean, I'm thinking there's going to be some like this that are quite short, maybe like less than 10 minutes, maybe just some 5 minutes about how great something was. Equally, I might get some guests on and just talk about like 10 years of playing a video game together and how amazing it's been. And then if I ever do have any people listening, it'd be sort of great to try and get some feedback from people as well on the thing I'm covering that week and what they think of it. And so who knows, there's not going to be any real structure yet. Hopefully there might be one day if I carry on with this. So this is just a little intro anyway. I'm not going to go full details about who I am or what I do or anything like that. I'm sure all that will leak out as I start making the podcast. So, my name's Stuart. That's all you really need to know. You probably don't even need to know that. Thanks for listening to this one, and goodbye.